Hey, and welcome to Jim's Kitchen. Well, you voted, and guess what? We're going to learn about a product. We're going to learn about Rotel tomatoes. I'm going to be using these Rotel tomatoes to make something very interesting. We're making a Rotel cake. You know, I do enjoy a tomato soup cake. That's kind of what I did when I first made this channel. Now, can you imagine a Rotel tomato cake? Spicy. Grab a bowl. We need a box of chocolate cake mix, a can of Rotel tomatoes, juice and all. Don't drain it. 3 eggs, half cup of vegetable oil, half cup of sour cream. Let's mix that together until nice and smooth. I'm also going to stir in a teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, and a cup of chocolate chips. Let's pour that into a prepared baking dish. Bake at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. Rotel started in 1943 in the small town of Elsa, Texas. It was created by Carl Ro-Tel, spelled this way. He wanted the product to be named after him, but he didn't think that people could pronounce his name. So he changed it to Rotel, this way. The cans mainly just shipped around the Texas area until about 1956. They started traveling around the country. In 1963, Rotel became very popular because a famous first lady printed a recipe in a magazine talking about her secret ingredient in her special chili. And that secret ingredient was Rotel. And that first lady was Lady Bird Johnson. In 1981, the little star appeared on the can to make it more festive and fun. In 1998, they added a few more flavors, not just original. They added hot and mild. Let's give a round of applause to Rotel. Are you a fan of this product? Allow it to cool completely. Time to make an icing. Grab a bowl. 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I'm using the whipped. I always tend to use the whipped. A half a stick of softened butter. A few cups of powdered sugar. And half a cup of cocoa powder. If you're feeling spicy, add a half teaspoon of chili powder. And a splash of milk. Let's beat that until nice and creamy. Time to spread that on top. Rotel tomato cake, who'da thunk? But let's try it. It is great. You don't notice the tomatoes. I'm guessing the tomatoes really moisten it a bit. You definitely notice the undertones of the peppers. Nice spice on the tongue. Very surprising. This is a good cake, and I'd recommend it to you. I think I'll give it a 7.9 out of 10. It's time to make another vote. I want to know what food product I should learn about next time. Check out my community tab. You know, when I cook, I just love to use Canada foods. You know, a Canada tomatoes, a Canada beans, and a Canada corn.